Good morning. Let's see, make sure that's turned down. Okay, let me flip this over here, get a little organized. Today, my goal is to be a bit more focused because I was a little scatterbrained last time. But let's see, who do we have in chat this morning? We've got Philip, hello. Ariane, Pat, Kimmy, good morning. Got my coffee this morning. So there's that. So yes, today is what? Today is Wednesday? Yes, today is Wednesday. Oh wait, is today really September 11th? I did not realize today was September 11th. So interesting, just because, you know, I was there for 9/11, you know, ages ago. I remember it pretty distinctly, but it's like now it's been, what, how long has it been? Almost 15 years since it happened? I think. Anyway, I feel like I should be able to remember it more than I do, but I guess after 15 years goes by, it's not as prevalent. There'll probably be something on the History Channel on the news to remember it today. But anyway, let's see. Kimmy says, hi everyone, good morning, Pat. Right, Kimmy? I know. Hi, Audrey, welcome. And Pat says, Pat, oh, need my coffee. Yeah, it's funny. So today was the first morning I went to the coffee shop because I've been, you know, making it a bit more of a regular thing. I can make coffee at home, of course, but I really like the kind of foamy milk that they do. And I do like what I get. It's called like they call it a cinnamon delight. And so it's just, I get a small size because I can't do a ton of caffeine. But it is, you know, usually it's got, you know, the milk in it, and then it's got cinnamon. It's supposed to have vanilla and brown sugar. Well, sugar gives me headaches, so I have to minimize it. So I tell them no vanilla and half the brown sugar. But the nice thing is there's not a lot of artificial sweeteners in it. Like they do a really good job, and all of their pastries are like made in the shop. Anyway, super good. So I had a ham and cheese kolache this morning and got the coffee. But today was the first day I went in, and they knew right away what my order is. So I'm officially a regular at the coffee shop because they know what I order. But I'm okay with that. It's really good coffee. But anyway, Philip says, I remember driving to work on 9/11, calling people to hurry, get to work. Yeah, I was, and this is going to make me sound young. I mean, I'm in my 30s now, but I was in high school and we didn't have cable or anything like that. And I remember my grandma called and said that we need to turn on the TV, but my mom's like, we don't have TV. But it was even on, you know, PBS and OPB, which is what they had. And I remember, this is super silly too, because in high school, don't ask me why, but I used to iron my jeans. I was that person. I ironed my jeans, and I just remember I was standing there ironing my pants. My grandma called, my mom turned on the TV, and I just remember all of us were like glued to the TV for the entirety of the day. Anyway, not to be a Debbie Downer first thing, it just hit me, and I realized, oh, wow, it's 9/11. Okay, they always say during those things you always, you know, remember exactly what you were doing, and I do. I was ironing my jeans because I'm a goofball like that, but. Crazy day. Let's see. So yeah, Padre, there you go. You were at work? Yeah. It's just craziness. Well, I was living on the West Coast at the time. So, you know, when it happened on the East Coast, it was still pretty early. I hadn't even gone to school yet. But, yeah. I just looked at the calendar. I was just like, oh, wait, this date is something. Oh, that's what that date is. Ages ago, but anyway. Okay, on to brighter and happier things. Brighter and happier. I don't say that to be flippant, because that is also, you know, a lot of people don't remember anything, but I don't want to set the tone for today like that. Anyway, I realized last time that I was pretty, I don't know, I think I was trying to get in the rhythm of a morning stream last time, and the cat wasn't feel good. We realized she was up all over me on Wednesday. I was 2 years old, so I don't remember anything. Ah, there you go, Audrey. She wasn't feeling good. She was due for her shot, and I think she just wasn't feeling good. We took her to the vet later, and she's back to her normal self now. But today I'm going to do my best not to get distracted by the cats or distracted in general. We're going to get some flowers done here. So let's go ahead and jump on in. Wait for this coffee to kick in. I'll probably start talking faster once it does. Oh, the other thing. Real quick side note. I get this off the wall here. so I went ahead and got the Victorian Color-athon schedule printed out. I copied and pasted it into an Excel thing, and I made it because I really wanted it to all fit on one page. Now, I don't know if anybody has added anything to it since, but as of September 9th, this is the current schedule. So let's zoom on in here and take a gander, shall we? Okay, so this is going to be happening on the 20th through the 22nd of September. So we've got, what, about 10-ish days? So about a week and a half. This is going to be the Victorian Color-athon. We are going to be coloring a Victorian girl out of our Hannah Carlson's spirit animals. So I highlighted mine in green here, and then I highlighted Central Time because that's what time I am. But anyway, these are all of the times here. So like I said, we've got a pretty big lineup of colorists. Cajun Sunshine Crafts, our very own Pat, she's in chat right now. She is going to be first on deck, bright and early, at 7 a.m. on the 20th. Right, Audrey? It's going to be great. And I was able to squeeze in 2 days for the event this time, so I'm hoping we can actually get a fair amount done. I mean, goodness knows, maybe if we stay focused, or if I stay focused, we could even finish at least the whole person. I don't expect to be able to finish the border or the backgrounds, but if I can finish the whole person, I think that would be awesome. Let's see. So then we got CB's Coloring Crafts, Coloring Vicky, Laura, Tanya, Mary, me, and then Jo Beth. Then we got Color with Faithful, Honor, Passionista Colorista, me again. Then Sammy, Tanya, Mary, Nick and Tina, Pat, and Jo Beth. And then on the last day, on Sunday, hi Lucy, welcome. We've got Kate, we got Passionista Colorista again. We've got Vicky, we've got Coloring F, May Brox. We've got Alex, who is Kitty Cat in Color, Colorful Book Nester, Nick and Tina, and Color with Faithful Girls. So there's a huge lineup. And I mean, there's usually 1 or 2 more that still get added in. So I'll keep checking back and we can update this as we go. But I mean, it's going to be one of those things that you could probably tune in at any point in time and somebody will be streaming for their section. So it should be a lot of fun. I love coffee. I do. Okay, so that's that schedule. I got that printed off after stream last time. Hi, Shannon. Good morning. Make sure my phone's on silent. Okay. All right, so let's see. Beth Ann says, hi, Emily. Hello, everyone. I hope I didn't miss the whole stream. No, Beth, we just got started. We were just going over the Victorian Color-athon schedule here. Fix that light a little bit. And whatnot. Having some coffee. Hi, Sue. Welcome. No worries, Pat. Everything okay? Well, actually, you don't have to put it in chat, but if you want to message me, you can. I'm always here to talk. Let's see. So, I think what we need to do is find out what we're going to do. So, I know I said I was going to color this leaf, but I just honestly, it's just with the kids in school and everything going on, and it's been crazy busy. So, we'll get to it, though. Let's see. Oh, Kimmy, I'm sorry. This is one of those days, you know? It's one of those days. I realized last night that I was not getting enough sleep, and so I was more cranky with the kids than I probably should be, cranky in general. So last night I made sure I went to bed kind of early and got a good full 8 hours, so that's always good. So we've got a pink flower, a yellow flower, a blue flower. Yes, exactly. One of those weeks. Yep. Well, I was telling Chad at the beginning, I looked at my phone right here at the beginning of chat, and I realized, oh, Today's it's 9/11. Okay. So I reminisced about that for a second. Ah, gotcha, Pat. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm in on a little bit of that. But if you ever want to chat about it, Pat, you can always message me. So we need to do, let's see, we haven't done an orange flower. We could do a different kind of pink flower. So why don't we do a pink flower here and an orange flower there. And then once we get these down, because these are all kind of the same kind of, these ones here are the same kind of flower. So we could do orange, and then pink. And then we'll see what colors we do for these two once we get the other colors laid down. I know, right, Shannon? It doesn't usually. On the plus side, the kids are older now, so I don't recall the last time we've had to get up in the middle of the night with them. Occasionally they do if they've had like a bad dream or something, but I gotta say, like, part of me is sad that I'm not having any more kids, just because, you know, babies are super cute. But on the other hand, we're at the stage now that they're old enough that I can kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, if that makes sense. You know, like, our oldest is old enough now to actually be, like, legitimately helpful. And there's just, I mean, heck, look at this. It's a Wednesday at 9 a.m. and I'm doing something for myself. You know, I'm doing something I want to. I mean, back in the day with the kids, I mean, they're, yeah. Anyway, I'm just seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm just realizing, okay, they're getting old enough now. I can start to, you know, not that I ever resented, you know, taking care of them by any means. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that, you know, your life is so wrapped up in them for so long, and when you start to finally get to the point where you're like getting back to what you were before, it's like almost surreal, you know what I mean? Which is kind of nice. So, you know, there's a trade-off, to be sure. They do. They grow so fast, Kimmy. You know, it's even worse now because Facebook sends me those you know, memories or whatever. It's like, oh, so many years ago, by the way, here's your child as a baby. Now cry for the next hour, please. And it's just like, oh, okay. Got me right here, Facebook. I don't want to look at you anymore. You know? Hi, Victoria. Welcome. All right. So let's go ahead and start with orange. Okay. And let's grab our color chart here. Where did I set that? See, this is what I was talking about, me being scattered here. I was shifting things around yesterday because my desk area was just way too messy, and then I shifted my color chart. Oh, there it is. 1 second. I'm going to grab it. Oh, and I hit the microphone. I apologize if that hurt everybody's ears. Okay, here we go. 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 Okie doke. All right. But it was nice. I was able to meet up with some friends yesterday and have some coffee and just kind of chat in general. I hadn't caught up with them. Oh, goodness, Victoria, you too? Oh, we're all peas in a pod here. Everybody's kind of having a downer day. I'm sorry, Victoria. Oh, yeah, Victoria, I was just going over the Victorian Color-athon schedule. We were chatting about that, seeing who was in the lineup and stuff. I printed it out. I'll show you here. I'm getting to this color chart. I printed it out, Victoria, and because I wanted it to, I copy and pasted it into an Excel worksheet because I wanted to put it all on one page. You know, the font's pretty small, but I can read it. But yeah, so we were going over who's all streaming, and this was updated as of the 9th. So if anybody's been added since then, but I highlighted my times and my hours just so it's easier for me to read, but we've got everybody else on here. So, and I've just got this hung on the wall here, so I'll just mention it at the beginning of the streams, probably at the end too, just as a reminder to everybody. But yeah, I think it's gonna be good. It'll be fun. I chose a picture that, since I have 2 slots, I think we may actually be able to get a fair amount done in it, so I think it'll be good. Okay. All right. Goal of today is focusing. Yeah, well, I like it to be on all one page, and, well, I really like making spreadsheets. I'm kind of, I don't know, is it nerdy? I don't know. Nerdy doesn't really have the kind of connotation it did when I was in high school. You know, when I was in high school, nerdy was a bad thing, but nerd is in now. So I can't even say it like, oh, it's so nerdy as in that kind of connotation, because it's actually a good thing. I love spreadsheets. Oh, thanks, Audrey. I don't know. You can tell I got this all laminated. You give me a spreadsheet. You give me a laminator. You give me a label maker. I am so happy for like 4 hours, you know, just give me something to organize and I'm good. So things like this, I definitely did not spend a little while organizing and resizing this, and yeah, all the cells are like exactly the same height. Yeah, I'm goofy like that. I love the spreadsheet, right? Right? I know, it's so exciting. I love and everything's in neat little lines, and you can like make little boxes around it, and you print it out, and you just send it through the laminator, and it looks so fancy. Right, Lucy? Yes, I love a list. I was texting my daughter's teacher the other day. She's like, "Are you sure you're not a teacher?" And I was just like, "Oh, I'm sure." There you go. I'm gonna come organize my corner of the art stuff and coloring books. Okay, now see, that's different. That's different because my corner is just as messy. I like the letters and numbers because it's all just there. It's actually like the physically putting things away thing I don't like. So I am kind of, I'm a bit of a clutter bug, but if it comes to documents, oh man, I'm telling you, in my other life, I could be like a secretary or a, somebody who just does Excel spreadsheets, data processing. Oh, I could do data processing. I'm just, the creative side of me, I don't think could sit down at a desk and do data processing. Yep, Excel geek. I love it, right? It'd be my first weekend in the uni campus, so I don't know if I'll attend more than an hour a day. Oh, that's all right. I've got a list of books attached to the door in my cupboard of what pencil I have. Oh, nice. Oh, a list. Okay. Yes, data. Exactly, right? Okay. All right. I promised myself I was going to focus more, so let's go ahead and jump on in. So, let's see. I don't want notifications right now. There we go. All right. So, let's see. We're going to start with number 73. Prismacolor equivalent is 1033. Artiso equivalent is number 27. Then we have number 4. Prismacolor equivalent is 918. Artiso equivalent is 003. And then we have number 43. Prismacolor equivalent is 940 and Artiso is 76. And then we have number 10. Prismacolor equivalent is 915 and Artiso is number 28. It's funny. I've got just like a slight glittery clear coat on my nails. I'm realizing I change nail color practically every stream. But the fact of the matter is, like yesterday, I was cleaning a lot and I cleaned the bathroom, cleaned the house, did the dishes and everything. And you can do, I put on like a base coat and I do the nail color and a top coat. I make sure I put it a little bit on the edge to keep from chipping. So it doesn't actually chip naturally. But when I'm washing dishes and cleaning and using sponges, and if I don't use gloves, it just naturally kind of wears the polish at the end of the nail. So yesterday I was just like, well, guess we're doing a new nail color. But I realized too that I was painting my nails so often that I got a better brand of nail polish remover because I was just using like a standard non-acetone like Walgreens, and it was just stripping my nails of its natural minerals and oils and stuff. So I got a little like when you go get a manicure and they put like a little bit of oil on your hands. I ended up getting this. It had really good reviews on Amazon. It's called like solar oil, and it's nail and cuticle oil. So after I kind of, filed and cleaned up my nails, everything yesterday, I put it, under the nails and around the cuticles, and then I let it sit for like 10, 15 minutes, which is longer than they usually do at the salon, but I figure I'm at home. Why not do it, So I think it helped a little bit. So I think now every time I paint my nails, I'm gonna do that and just let the oil soak in a little bit. Try and, fix some of those little mineral. Vitamin E oil on your cuticles after each manicure keeps them from drying out. Yes, perfect. Yeah, and I think that's what this has got in it. Let's see. What is it? If I can read it. Oh, the words are too tiny. But yeah, I think that's what it is there. So I was just like, okay. Well, and I wasn't using a base coat before. And since I started painting my nails, since with the stream and stuff, I went to, go get my nails done. And I never really paid too much attention about what they put on my nails before. But now since I'm doing it regularly, I was kind of watching him. And I noticed that he put on this clear coat before he put down, the color. And I was just like, oh, what's that? He's like, it's a base color. And in my head, I was just like, what the heck is a base color for? So anyway, I didn't want to sound like an idiot and ask him while he was doing my nails. So I went home and, good old Google, and I Googled it out, and I was just like, oh, okay, that helps the color adhere to the nails better and keeps it from chipping and yada, yada, yada. So I went ahead and splurged and got the OPI brand of base and clear coat on top. And so I've been doing that. I feel like I've been getting progressively better. I mean, I've been painting my nails once or twice a week lately, just because I'm enjoying changing nail color. But I think I really need to just stop doing it so much and at least keep the nail color on for like a week, I mean, again, it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm, scrubbing the floor or doing dishes, it's not going to last nearly as long. Anyway, you're all here for a coloring stream. not a nail care stream, but just like coloring, a base is always good for something. Exactly, exactly, exactly. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to do orange flowers for these smaller, kind of squarish looking ones. Doot, doot, doot. Okay. So why don't we go ahead and zoom on in. Let's see, 9:13. That's not too bad. I only chatted for like 15 minutes before stream started. That's pretty good. Although Philip's probably in here like, yay, nails. Sorry, Philip. All right, so we're using number 73 first. See, I'm talking more. That coffee's kicking in a little bit. Yeah, Victoria, I saw your Disney nails. So do you have any special plan for special nail print or color or anything for the Victorian Color-athon? I don't do my nails. They always end up messy with my art stuff. Yeah, that's one of the reasons I had to paint my nails a new color on, what was it, Friday or something, because I was working on some of my fluid art, and I got paint all over it, and like I couldn't get it out from the sides and stuff, and then I was like trying to clean it off, and then I ended, anyway, it was just, yeah, it got totally messy with a bunch of paint. Dude says, no, I'm going to be in it, just watch. Oh, just watching it. Gotcha. Oh, did I not see you on the list? I thought I did. Oh, I'm thinking coloring with Vicky. I always get your names mixed up. Let's see. Morning, just woke up. It's only 7 here. It looks beautiful. Emily, can't wait to start this on. Oh, awesome, Dory. Good morning. Welcome. Yeah, well, Kitty is sleeping this morning. I think she is back to her normal self. She was just, like I said, she was due for one of her monthly shots, and I think she was just feeling not so hot on Monday, which is why she was kind of so clingy and unsettled and very much in the stream. Yeah, 2 Victorias gets confusing. Yeah, exactly. Well, the color that I had on Monday, it's like kind of a brownish, but it's like almost holographic, where like if you tilt it, then it looks green, and some light it looks pink. Anyway, so it's like this brown, pink, and green kind of holographic one. So that's the one that I plan on wearing for the Victorian Color-athon. Seemed like good colors for it. And then I've got some orange sparkle stuff I'm gonna wear for the Halloween Color-athon. So it's gonna be good. I keep waiting to see Kitty come flying into the camera and land on the drawing. You know, with Paul, that's not totally out of the realm of possibility. There was a moth that got in the house yesterday, and he was really, I think he was almost frustrated because he kept losing sight of it, and I don't even know if he eventually got it, but yeah, he was pretty. He'll get into anything once he thinks that there's a fly going around. Good morning, Annette. Hope you're having a good morning. We got some coffee. We're chatting a little bit. It's all good. All right, so number 4. Well, and it is September, beginning of September. Johanna's book is coming out in October, so that should be fun. I'm planning on doing some more stuff from her little book insert too, so this is going to be fun. I was thinking that we may do a tutorial like a follow along tutorial on stream, like use some of the pages from her booklet here. I think that it'd be fun. I need to get some new pigment liners because mine are kind of dried out. It had been too long since I used them. But maybe we could do like drawing some birds or some seaweed. There's loads of stuff that we can do. So I think that'll be fun in anticipation for her book release. So I think that'll be good. Good morning, Gabriella. Let's see, and Marsha. Let's see. Oh, good morning, Marsha. There you are. Okay, and we are using number 4 right now, by the way. But I think we're starting to get a good rhythm down for these morning streams. It's good. Now, because we've got people that live all over the world yet, it actually amazingly, so we had a storm that blew through last night. Like, it was really loud. Like, there must have been a lightning strike that happened. Oh, thanks, Kimmy. There must have been a lightning strike that had struck really close to our house, because it was like you saw the flash and then was like a split second later, it was just this massive crack. Anyway, it was a huge storm last night. On the plus side, it really cooled things off here because it's been like, you know, in the hundreds. And so it cooled things down to probably mid 70s last night. And it was just like a brief taste of maybe fall weather. You know, people are starting to get into it. A friend of mine wants to, oh, we're using number 43, by the way. A friend of mine wants to start decorating, you know, for fall, but I just feel like it's still too hot to be considered fall. Plus, I think like the 22nd or something is technically when fall is supposed to be here. So the question is, because we've got people all over the world, the weather is probably, you know, in varying degrees wherever you're at. So has anybody here started decorating for fall or started planning any fall events yet? Let's see. We had a storm on Monday. Yeah, it rolled through here. It was pretty gnarly. Gabriella says, hi, good morning. Watching from the Netherlands. Not morning anymore over here. Oh, that's funny. That's awesome, Gabriella. I'm so glad. Oh my God. Yes, says we get those storms all the time, right? Kate, right, Pat? It's the it's the humidity is what it is. It just, I didn't even realize it was funny because I went to go get my kid and we walked outside and it's, you know, like blazing hot. And yet I was feeling like drops on me, but I was just like, I couldn't even find the rain cloud. I had no idea where the water was coming from. Oh, man. Well, and, you know, with the Hurricane Dorian rolling through and all that, then there was another one in the Gulf. It's just like, oh, this weather's lovely. I hate lightning. Every time we get a bad storm, my fiance wants to go chase it. Oh, no. Oh, gosh, no, it's still too darn hot. Oh, right, Pat? Exactly. I don't think I'd want to chase it. Mostly my job is to, you know, keep the kids chill. But after that one crack, they were both freaked out. So I let them, you know, we got the little Kindle tablet. And so I let them go hang out in their room, in their bunk bed with the Kindle and watch TV in there until the storm passed. I live in Tucson. We have monsoons. Oh, man, Marcia. But, I mean, for it being Arizona, aren't the, we're using number 10, by the way, aren't the storms pretty welcome? I mean, I don't, it's like, when it's torrential like that, it can get pretty dangerous. I mean, I never knew what a flash flood was until, I mean, I knew, but I'd never really been around to experience how bad they can get, you know, until I moved to Texas. So that was something. But I would think that being that Arizona gets too hot, wouldn't it be a welcome thing? Let's see. I hate light. Oh, yeah, let's see. I'm not in the mood because of the heat. Exactly, right, Sue? It's hot and humid here today. Yeah, humidity is like monstrous today. You got outside, like it's cooler, but the humidity is still super hot. Like I think it's supposed to be a high of like 92 today, but then the weather report says feels like 102. It's like, oh, that's nice. Well, leaves start to get some golden colors. Apples are ripe, but it's still too hot. Exactly, right, Audrey? I just feel like it's just too... Oh, and I didn't zoom that back in. I'm sorry. Well, we'll zoom back in for this one here. It's just too soon. All right, we'll do this other orange one because I don't know. Was I close up at all for any of this one or did I zoom out for it? I'm sorry. Or you know what? I want to get a little bit of a shaded color there. Let's get some green. Okay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love fall, but when it's this hot... Well, and the thing of it is that, you know, the stores are starting to decorate for Halloween, and my daughter is not thrilled with a lot of, you know, especially like scary Halloween decorations. Anyway, long story short, we were out running some errands the other day, and we were at Walmart because I was getting their costumes just because I like to get them early. And she was like terrified of the Halloween aisle, and she was just like, I don't want to run errands anymore. I want to go home. And it's like, okay, but we're like halfway through, and the other store is just next door. And anyway, it's we have a restaurant here called a Cracker Barrel, and those of you that live in the South, I'm sure know what Cracker Barrel is. But every year they have this animatronic broom that has a sensor that every time you walk past it, it, you know, pretends to sweep, and it, you know, cackles like a witch. And anyway, the kids are just absolutely terrified of it, and they dread it every year when it comes out. Well, I took my oldest to Cracker Barrel the other day, and I was thinking it was, you know, way earlier. I didn't think the Halloween decorations would be out. So she's like, Mommy, I don't want to go to Cracker Barrel. Like, I don't like that decoration. And I was just like, well, honey, it's fine. There's not going to be any Halloween decorations or anything, you know, out. So we go there, and guess what's out on the display floor? The cackling broom. Thankfully, she didn't see it until after we had already eaten and we were leaving. But I felt so bad after I promised her up and down that, oh, there's no scary Halloween decoration. Nope. The broom that looks like it's alive and laughs at you is there. So yeah, we don't go to Cracker Barrel in the fall. Victoria says, when we were kids, my brother Bobby was getting a drink of water during a bad storm. And when he turned on the water, this blue ball came out of the faucet and knocked him across the kitchen. No kidding. A blue ball? Wait. What do you mean a blue ball? Like a blue ball of, like, electricity? Maybrock says, hey, Emily, love your page so far. Going to lurk as I'm making dinner. Just want to show my support and give you a thumbs up. Oh, thanks, May. That's right, May. You're going to be doing the Victorian Color-athon too, right? Yeah, May, you are on Sunday. So cool. I'll make sure and stop by when you're streaming. Luckily, he was okay. Just messed up his heart rhythm a bit. Lightning hit the pipes. Oh, I've never even heard of that. That's scary. Oh, man. Dang. Magic May. Oh, is that her name? Magic May? Oh my goodness. Dang. Yeah, I've never heard of that happening. That's scary. All right, so we have number 5. There we are. Okay. Prismacolor equivalent number 5 is 908. And Arteza is number 41. And we're just going to add a little bit of that in the corners for a little bit of our contrasting color here, okay? A little bit of shadow here. Just a tad. Let's see, is that Mr. Rogers movie in the theater yet? I really want to go see it. I don't think they could have chosen a better actor for that. Tom Hanks is just, he's a genius. He's definitely on my bucket list to meet someday. Says, May does magic with watercolors. Ooh, that's cool. May says, I was, but I cannot join in. So Cora Beth is filling in for me. She's an awesome color. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, here, let me update that here. Because I only have this as of the 9th. So if they haven't updated it, let me put that in here so I know. Okay, so Cora Beth. There we go. I know that looks like a V. I'll update it on Excel later. That's why I'm terrified of lightning. Oh, I totally get that. Just make sure you carry tissue. Oh, Shannon, have you seen it? Have you seen it? Yeah, I'm sure, man. I was like tearing up just at the commercial. Or the preview. All right, so we're going to use number 73 again. Let's see, am I zoomed in enough? Yeah, that's good enough. Just saw your Momo Girl page. It's awesome. Oh, awesome. Not yet, but the preview was enough. I know, right, Shannon? Sorry, one second. I just got a quick message here. There we go. I'm ready to see the Downton Abbey movie. Oh, that's right. They're coming out with that. Are you impressed? I said Downton. Oh, but you even spelled it downtown. There you go. Downton Abbey. I want to see the movie Ma. I'm not familiar with that one. What's it about, Victoria? There we go. Oh, September 20th is when it's coming out? Oh, perfect. Hey, that's a color-a-thon day. Yeah, this coffee is definitely kicking in. Number 4. I think I'm slowly weaning myself off, you know, less and less sugar, too. Because, you know, I used to drink regular creamer, too, but I switched to half and half this week. And added a little bit of brown sugar, kind of like they make my coffee there, but I think that that's going to be a little bit better for me than, you know, drinking mostly creamer. It has the lady from The Help in it. She makes friends with these younger people and then goes cycling. Oh, okay. That's probably why. I can't do, like, thrillers or horror. I can't. It stresses me out. I'm definitely more of a, I need, like, happy-go-lucky and maybe a little bit of tears. You know, the lady from The Help that fed that girl gross! Gross! Yeah, I don't think that's something I'd want to see. Oh, and I'm using number 43. Yeah, thrillers and horror. I'd watched them with friends and stuff when I was younger, but I can't do it. Life in itself can be too stressful sometimes. So usually when I watch TV, I need something, you know, kind of happy. And she did. Oh, that's so gross. Number 10. Here's what I'm using for the yellow. All right. And then we're going to use number 5. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a feel-good movie kind of person, you know? All right. I have to try that brown sugar in half and half. That sounds good. Yeah, I don't put much, Kimmy, because really just sugar does not agree with me. So I put maybe, I want to say like I saw how much brown sugar they put in this, and this was just like your standard, you know, small size coffee. So I want to say that they put like maybe half a teaspoon of brown sugar in the coffee. And then, you know, they put the foamed milk and everything in it, but yeah, maybe half a teaspoon for the whole cup. So it's not much. And just the half and half, but yeah. The lawyer in The Help is my husband's cousin. Oh, awesome. Small world. But yeah, and I got to there gradually, Kimmy. I've like just been weaning off. Like I'd put less and less creamer and stuff, and you know, less and less sugar and everything. I did that yesterday, and my tummy didn't get upset at all. But you know, sometimes I just need the coffee. You know, it's just like, okay, what's the balance here? All right, so number 73 again. So for those of you that are here for the evening stream sometime, I've been debating about what to do for Friday. And we have a couple of options. And I can't remember if we talked about this already or not, but since I can't remember, we'll discuss it again. I'm trying to decide what we should do for Friday, and I have a couple of options. We could kind of what we did last time. Maybe work a little bit in that Laura Rafferty, book with the Crayolas. Maybe color a little bit on the T-Rex, or we could do a step-by-step illustration drawing of from the Johanna Basford How to Draw Inky Wonderlands. So what would you rather do? Watch coloring of the Crayolas and the T-Rex, or follow along with a step-by-step drawing in the How to Draw Inky Wonderlands? What would everybody prefer to do? And I know some of our, obviously there's night people here that can't come to the morning stream, so they won't have a say, but I'm just trying to decide a little bit. I really need to get a set of those pencil using Emily. They look so nice. Yes, they're great. And actually, Victoria, if you do !Ergosoft, that is the link. Now, that's the US link, but you can also get them from Amazon UK too, if that's easier. Let's see. Oh, going to make coffee? Sounds good, Kimmy. He doesn't look anything like he did in the movie. Ah, gotcha. I would love to have some coffee, but I had nausea attacks. I have to wait till tomorrow. Oh, sorry, Audrey. Laura Rafferty plus T-Rex. Okay. Oh, and JB, step-by-step. All right, we got 2 for the step-by-step, 3 for the step-by-step. Okay. Oh, you're in Wisconsin. Okay, perfectly. Yeah, so that's the US link right there. My Ergosofts are coming in today, and a bunch of Fabiana Astanzia's books that were able to get by KP. There you go. Well, awesome. Well, you'll love them. Just light layers. Another step-by-step. Okay, yeah, because I was thinking that. I just need to get some more of those pigment liners, so I'll pick up a couple more of those and go from there. Okay, so now we're going to use number 4. Because I realized, I did this drawing as a step-by-step, and I posted some pictures on Instagram, but I never really, I never did it on stream. I think part of it was I wanted to kind of figure it out by myself, at first. But now that I've done it once, we could totally do it together. And maybe even we could create another spherical motif. I don't have either book, so either is fine. I just color along my current book. Okay, perfect, Sue. Well, and Sue too, I mean, you'd be on the same page with if we did the step-by-step, only because nobody, aside from, like, me, Claire, coloring with Claire, and Bex, and one other girl. We're the only ones in the coloring community that has these ones, so nobody else will have this either. So we can do it all together. So the step-by-step would be amazing. Okay, awesome. Yeah, Victoria, I followed this. This is just her little this is Johanna's sample booklet for here, but I followed this spherical coloring motif here. So everybody would be on the same page since there's only a handful of us that have this little sampler book. So yeah, we could all just do it together. The question is then, if we're going to do the step-by-step, the sphere would be great. Okay, because we've got, here, let's take a short break here and let's look through, and then everybody can decide what they want to do. So on the first one, now, keep in mind, with the new book, I mean, this is so thin. This has got, like 7 things. And with the new book, there's going to be so many other things in here. And when we get that, we're definitely going to go through it. So, but for what we have right now, we've got blooms, which we can do something like this, or we can even use these in the spherical motif. So we've got blooms here for a step-by-step for flowers. Then we've got here how to do a symmetry page. So we could do this also, come out with something like this. And I only asked since we already are doing a spherical one. I have a question. What was the Excel sheet you showed 10 minutes ago? Oh, Gabriella, this is the schedule for the Victorian Color-athon, which is going to be on YouTube September 20th through the 22nd. And if you see over here, this is a list of all the colorists. I'll put a link to the Excel thing in the description after stream that are going to be streaming. These are all their times. So we've got all the different time zones up here. I have the central one highlighted because that's what I am. So for instance, for me, I am streaming on Friday at 8 p.m. from 8 to 10. And then I am streaming on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Kind of like this same time zone. So I'm coloring an evening and a morning stream, and I'm going to be working on a page from Hannah Carlson's Spirit Animals. But there are loads of colorists that are doing this. So pretty much at any time during the days on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you tune into YouTube, and there's going to be somebody streaming. So, but this is going to be that where everybody's going to be coloring some sort of Victorian, you know, maybe like a steampunk, maybe, you know, fancy dress, that kind of thing. But everybody's going to be coloring Victorian themed coloring pages. So that'll be fun. Let's see. Hansel, Gretel, Beauty and the Beast, Jungle Book page. Oh, awesome, Pat. I'd like to join the Victorian thing, but I haven't streamed in such a long time. I'm too chicken. Aw, Victoria. So let's see. All right, so there's the half and half page. Then, oh, good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, good morning. All right, so then there's the spherical motif one. And then here we have fish, which could be a lot of fun, and it's just adding designs to fish. I did this one on the first day that the book arrived. And then seaweed here. So we can learn to draw. This is a lot of like Lost Ocean stuff. And then we have trees, which you'll still kind of do the half and half kind of thing here. But we have trees, so we could maybe do a tree if you wanted. Or then this one's all about drawing birds. And we've got some empty branches here. Good morning, Tyler. And then the last one we have is wildflower stems. So yeah, there's a number of things that we can do. But if everybody wants to do the spherical motif, we could do that too. So we can do that on Friday. So, I mean, did anybody see anything aside from the spherical motif that jumped out at them that you'd like to try? There was the symmetrical one. There's birds. I mean, heck, maybe we could do the spherical motif with some birds in it. Who knows? You know, a little bit of everything. Throw a fish in there. All right, let's see. Now we're going to use number 43. Because what I'd like to do is something different. You like them all, Pat? Okay, awesome. I like to do something different for the morning streams and the night stream. Because there's a handful of people that can't be here for both. You know, there's some that can only be here for the morning streams. There's some who can only be here for the evening streams. So I don't want to like work on the same page in the morning and the evening. Because then those are following along. It's not necessarily fair because they can't be here. We're using number 10, by the way. They can't necessarily be here for the live stream. So I want to make sure I do a little bit each. And I realize I just went out of that line a little bit. So we're going to grab our handy dandy eraser here. This thing is so handy. I'm so glad I got it. Okay, so there's, oh, forgot to add the green on here. Go. All right, so there's our orange flowers. Okay. Now we're going to come over here. We're going to do so we've got this colored pink flower. We're going to do a slightly different colored pink flower over here. Okay. And I wonder too if I should draw it like directly with the iPad, but I feel like since everybody doesn't have the iPad, it would be much more accessible to everyone if I just did it with, you know, pencil, tracing paper, all that good stuff. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this one here and this one here. And yeah, just those ones ought to be fine. And you know what? We're gonna grab this green here too. Okay. And let's grab this yellow. We may or may not use it. Okay, so yeah, I don't think we'll use that yellow. By hand? Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Well, everybody has pencil and paper, right? Okie doke. Here we go. All right, so we are using number 61. Prismacolor equivalent is 995, and the Arteza equivalent is number 86. And then we have number 20. Prismacolor equivalent is 993, and the Arteza equivalent is number 26. And then we have number 38. Prismacolor equivalent is 105. Arteza equivalent is number 59. Okay. Alrighty. There we go. Nonsense, Tweetly. Look, we even have a command. Exclamation point late. Although it may take a little bit for it to pop up. Alright, so we're going to start with number 61. As soon as it'll pop up. My bot's feeling a little slow this morning. It's like the first command of the day that I ever do. It takes a while for it to pop up. I'm doing a little heavier at the end, and then I go lightly as I fade out. It's like I said, whenever you're using light pencils too. There you go. See, it says you're never late. You arrive precisely when you mean to. I fade out as I go so that there's no harsh lines. It makes making a blend or a gradient much easier when you have a slightly harder lead pencil. There we go. There you go. I'll get that in there a little bit. Here we go. Ooh, you know what? I should see if I can come up with some, like... Thanks for the lurk, Tyler! I should see if I can come up with some, like, I guess Victorian music. Well, what would be Victorian music? Like, harpsichord, maybe? Like, classical, maybe? But I should come up with, like, a Victorian Color-athon. You know, really just get everybody in the mood. Maybe I could create, like, an overlay for the stream. Like, up in the corners here. Like, do some sort of Victorian decoration. That could be fun. Or even like change the border on the little cam up here. So it's funny because you can see me pointing in the little camera there, but now I'm like trying to point here. It makes sense. Sue says, I have to stop this messing up my house. It's me and not my kids. My art room looks like it threw up bugs. My living room coffee table is covered with chalk and my TV chair is surrounded by books and pens. Nonsense, Sue. It is your house and you are comfortable. They don't like it. They can move it around. That's what I'm thinking, Audrey. That's what I'm thinking. Emily just made coffee with the half and half brown sugar. Good. Oh, I'm so glad, Kimmy. And if you really want to mix it up, put in just a little bit of cinnamon in, like, I don't know what kind of coffee maker you use, but I have just like the standard grounds in the filter. If you sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon on top of the grounds and let it brew with the cinnamon in it, then it kind of, you know, gives it a slightly, you know, cinnamon spice taste. So Pat says, do you use OBS? Yeah, I use Streamlabs OBS. Yeah, Pat. And then, you know, of course I have access to Illustrator and Photoshop and everything, so I can make all my own overlays. Has anyone used a blender pen in Disney Kincaid? If so, does it bleed through the next page? I haven't used a blender pen in the Kincaid page. Only just like you could use a Caran d'Ache blender pencil. I don't even know that I used a blender page on it. I will say though, let's see, where's my Disney book? Here it is. Ooh, let's pull it out here. The paper is... It's not super thick. It's not super thin either. The risk with it bleeding through, though, there's so much ink on the back, it may protect it a little bit, but one of the other risks is if you use it, you may transfer that colored ink to the other page. So I would definitely do a test page on that. Are you using the Streamlabs OBS? Because I know there's like OBS and then there's Streamlabs OBS. So do you use the more simpler, like just, I forget how to describe, like, I feel like OBS is like a simpler one. But do you use Streamlabs OBS or just the regular OBS, Pat? And we're still just using number 61 right now. I'm not sure. I just don't know the one from the OBS website. Yeah, so the one I use is Streamlabs OBS version 0.171. So you have the capability of adding, like you see I've got my counter here below that has, you know, subscriber count, most recent super chat, donation, you know, I've got my little, you know, logo over here in the corner, you know, we've got the cam up here, like the border around the cam is something I made separately and then laid on top of it. Like you can actually see the bottom of it, there's just like 1 pixel, it's like a little pixel too low, but I can readjust how that's moved. Like here, if I take this, you can see I'm moving that. There we go. Now I've adjusted it so that it fits a little bit better. But, you know, I move this on stream and I reposition it. There you go. The magic behind the camera. I reposition it on my video itself. And then things like my logo here, I can move that around, obviously. But there's loads of things you can do. You know, like when we had the Christmas one, I had, you know, like a string of Christmas lights, like up at the top. Like I drew that on my iPad and everything. So I can, what I'll do is I can, you know, create an illustration. And then if you're placing any kind of image over the top, you want to make sure that you're saving it as a PNG. Without a background, not a JPEG, because otherwise, like, you're going to end up like this white box. So if you want something kind of invisible with it, what version was it? Well, I mean, it's version 0.17.1 is the version of Streamlabs that I have. But yeah, so because since I do a lot of the illustration stuff, all of those little extras come pretty easily because I can create them on my iPad and then I bring them into Photoshop or Illustrator and I edit it up for this. So I can't do the animated, you know, additions to the stream or anything like that. I don't know. I know there's a program to do it, but I don't have the program and I don't know how to use it. So, you know, most of my stuff is stationary. For like my stream starting scene, like this one, with the little stream starting that blinks over and over again, I actually created this as a video in Wondershare Filmora. Like I've got, you know, the Be Right Back one, I've got the stream ending one. So I created that as a video in Wondershare Filmora, and then I add that as a separate scene. So I've got 4 separate scenes: the stream starting, the actor stream, the Be Right Back, and the stream ending. Now, if I had a face cam, I would have like you do, I would have a face cam scene also, to where if for some reason, you know, I wanted to talk directly to you guys, then I would, you know, make that a separate scene so I could have that, you know, and you could see it larger scale. But I don't do a face cam. Truth be told, it makes it a little bit easier because then I don't have to, you know, if I were to do a face cam, I would want to make sure that my hair and makeup was done every time I streamed. And this way, I don't have to. But it helps that I watched a lot of streamers on Twitch before I started up using the program, because I kind of knew what to look for. Like one of the other things with this is there's the point system. So Pat, if you were to type in !points, you can earn points on the stream also. And then I haven't decided what I'm going to use them for, but occasionally, like, I'll ask everybody a question like, okay, why do I use, you know, green to shade on red? And, you know, the answer is, oh, because it's complimentary, so that, you know, everybody, the answers get some points, and they're just for fun. I may end up using them later, but I haven't decided what for. But there's all kinds of different little aspects. Yeah, right? I know, the points is kind of fun. It's a little complicated right now. I got to streamline a little bit. I just haven't had time to get to it, but, you know. Just parts little point. Yeah, there you go, Sue. Points. And then it'll pop up, and then And then I use Nightbot, which is a separate website that you can make a moderator for your stream. And that's where it has all my commands, like the, exclamation point Ergosoft and everything. Like I have my schedule up here, so I can do exclamation point schedule. And that'll pop up too. See, Sue's should pop up sooner than mine. Or maybe not, Streamlabs. There you go, Sue. It says, you have 153 pencils. Kenny, I am in the Central Time Zone. All of my scheduled times are Central Time, which I'm realizing I didn't put that for the Nightbot schedule. Okay, I'm going to make a note of that. All right, so Nightbot schedule Central Time. Thank you, Kenny. I did not realize I didn't have Central Time written on there. All right, I'm gonna fix that. Anyway, so I linked that to it, and so I've got loads of different things there. Hi, Andrea, welcome. So I have loads of different commands and stuff. Yes, yeah, I got on at a little bit before 9. What you can also do is type exclamation point commands. Yeah, if I can spell. And that also gives you a list of all of our commands and everything. Thank you, Kimmy. Yes, and that's the command for our Facebook page, too. It makes it a lot easier so that... Oh, we're using number 20, by the way. It makes it a lot easier so that everybody can, find links to products, links directly to the Facebook page, all that good stuff. So I'm just leaving a little bit of white in the middle here to add its reflection. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Hi, and service means hello in German to everyone. Oh, well, service to you too, Cindy. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. We are just working on a little pink flower here. We did some orange petals already, and we were discussing the inner workings of Streamlabs OBS, which is the streaming program that I use. Go. And I don't think I'm actually going to use the yellow in the middle of this. I'm going to keep that kind of highlight white a little bit. You can zoom out. You can see. This is the color adjust. There you go. That'll keep a little bit of a white highlight on there. Really give it a nice kind of pastel look. And I'm just coloring real lightly with this one. Do you have to have OBS to stream now? Not necessarily, Victoria. There are ways that you can just literally go live, like just from your phone or from whatever else. I like to use Streamlabs because, I use my PC to stream. I have a separate camera set up and everything. I've got another little webcam here to the right, which is here. But I like using Streamlabs because I have access to so many other little options. Like I said, I've got my counters here at the bottom. I can set up, donations. I can, Super Chat automatically comes with YouTube, but there's different things. There's the whole point system. I can organize it more. I can have different scenes like I was showing her, like when I stream starting. So I turn this on and I have my mic muted, and I usually leave it running for about 10 minutes before I start. Gives me time to, get some water or use the restroom or something before stream. And then, if I need to leave to go deal with the kids or the cats or whatever, I can mute the mic again and then, hit be right back. And look, you can see here too, where Victoria's little chat came up and everything. like I can choose to have chat, you know, on the stream, or, you know, on the screen. We've got, you know, a stream ending thing. So I pop that up, you know, a little reminder to have people subscribe, that kind of thing. So it just offers a lot more elements than just your standard, you know, pop up and then go by. Oh, hello, Rochelle. Welcome, welcome. And thank you, Kenny. Yeah, there's a fair amount of fancy things you can do. And the webcam thing works just fine. I just wanted to add a few more elements to mine to make it a bit more dynamic and interactive, and, you know, gives me a lot more options to kind of personalize my stream, you know, make it a bit more unique, and a lot of little fun aspects to it. So I enjoy using OBS. I will preface it with, though, it took me a good week to get this all set up, mostly because I was learning, you know, a completely brand new program. You know, like I said, I had friends that used it, but they used it, not me. So I had to completely relearn how to do it. Okay, so now we've got those two colors. It was a pretty simple flower, just like that. We're going to take a little bit of this green here. Oh, you know what? Do I want to use green? So do I want to use... Yeah, we use green. Okay, so we're going to use number 38. The Prismacolor equivalent of that is 105. Arteza equivalent is number 59. No worries, Audrey, you're good. Can use it with a cell phone. I do live streams with my phone. Oh, OBS? No. OBS is strictly a PC thing. And one other key thing to keep in mind, too, to be able to run Streamlabs like I do, including my camera, including the webcam, you need to have a computer that can process it. So if you know about your computer, like for instance, I was using my laptop before I got this new computer, and my laptop had what's called a 2-core processor. Now, there's a lot of technical jargons when it comes to computer, but having only a 2-core processor made it really hard for my computer to run anything. I could not run a secondary camera on my computer at all before. So if you're wanting to like stream and have a secondary camera or have a face cam or anything, you need something that has a little bit more processing power, because what a 2-core processor means is that it is limited to how many programs it can run at once. So for instance, with using Streamlabs, I'm able to have the music on in the background too. Now I've got it kind of low now because I don't want to compete with my voice, but I'll turn it up a little bit like this, and then you can hear it. So right now I have got a number of different programs running. I've got my music program running. I've got my music list that's up. I've got YouTube up in the background. I've got my camera program. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different programs. Yeah, I've got seven different programs up, including Streamlabs. And so it takes a certain amount of processing power to run all that. Now, on this new computer I have, it's got a 6-core processor, which means that I can run multiple programs without it hiccuping or slowing down. You can get what's called latency issues, which can cause a lot of buffering, a lot of skipping and kind of things. So running Streamlabs gets more complicated. It has a lot to do with what kind of computer you have and what level you have. So if that is all too complicated and or you don't have a computer that can run all of that, then probably going live from your phone would just be easier. I know most of the streamers actually do that just because it's simple. You just, pop your phone up, go live, and you're good to go. You have a 6-core? Yeah, exactly, Pat. Yeah, because I've noticed you've got the secondary cam, and you and I think, use similar stuff. Like, you use OBS. Your camera's a little bit nicer than mine, but it's all the same basic setup. So you definitely need something. And like I said, I know it's a lot of technical jargon, but that's basically, at minimum, to be able to run it smoothly, have the extra camera if you want, you need something like a 6-core processor. Plus, you also need a nice graphics card on it too. If you're interested and if you understand it, my graphics card is what's called a Ryzen 5. It's not top of the line, but like a Ryzen 7 will knock up the price quite a bit more. But, okay, I'll stop with the nerd speak. But if it's something that you're interested in, those are kind of like the minimum requirements you need to be able to run the program smoothly. Otherwise, just streaming from your phone will also work. I just use this program because I like the bells and whistles. All right, so we're using number 38 here. Sorry, that was a little computer detour there. I apologize. I just spent a lot of time researching what I needed, figuring out exactly, what I wanted from my program, all of that stuff. We're gonna sharpen this pencil real quick. And I'm shaking the camera. But I have a friend who also streams, but he streams on a different platform, and he helped me kind of learn about it and figure out what it is that I needed exactly to set up a stream. Nerdspeak is right up my alley. I would love to pick your brain. Of course, Pat. Anytime. You can send me a message. Probably Instagram is the best place to message me because I always get the notifications on my phone. I don't always get the Facebook messages right away. Or you can email me too. That's the other command I need to put in. I need to put in my email address. Oh, thanks, Kimmy. Yeah, so Pat, whichever's easier for you if you want to. This is my... There you go. That is my email, or you can message me on Instagram. But yeah, I spent a fair amount of time researching all of it, figuring out what I wanted to do. Okay, so you'll see that my green isn't as smooth as I'd like. So one of the things that you can do is you could actually go back over it with like a white Prismacolor. Yeah, Instagram works because that notifies me right to my phone. So we're good. But it just it makes it so you can customize your streams a lot more, and you know, it's a good usable interface and makes it, you know, dynamic and helps to make things entertaining. I really like the oh, I didn't turn my music back down. I really like the capability of having the music, because there are times like if I'm quiet or, you know, there's not much to say, it kind of helps to fill the background a little bit, and it's not just silence. But you also have to be careful with music because YouTube is very big, especially if you are, you know, monetizing your channel. YouTube is very big on dinging you for copyrighted music. So what I use is a website called Epidemic Sound, and you sign up for a monthly subscription, and you have access to a wide variety of music. Artists upload their music there, and then, you know, they get, you know, a certain commission based on, you know, how many downloads they have, I think. But that is where I get my music, because then you link your YouTube account to it, and then you have free access to use all of this music, and you don't have to worry about getting copyright dings on your channel, which can get your channel demonetized, which is not something that you want. All right, so I grabbed my white Prismacolor here, and I'm going to blend this just a little bit. You could use a colorless blender if you like, but I like going for the pastel looks, especially with these Ergosofts. So I'm just going to use this white Prismacolor here. It's Streaming 101 with Emily Illustrator. Plus, it kind of helps to blend that white in the middle a little bit. Here we go. Got my little brush here. There we go. Now, you can see that I went over the black lines a little bit, so there's a couple things you could do. I have this, okay, so I'm goofy, but I sharpened the back end of a paintbrush because I wanted to be able to like point to things and stuff. But one of the other things you can do also is you can kind of like go over it and kind of scrape off some of that. Or you can just grab your black Ergosoft. Make sure it's nice and sharp. And two, when I'm choosing my music, I like to make sure that there's not any lyrics in it, because I feel like the lyrics are too distracting. And I think it helps to keep the mood of the channel too. So I always try to choose something, you know, upbeat, you know, kind of happy, kind of, you know, just sort of fun. And it helps to keep the mood of the stream going, you know? Nothing too heavy, nothing. If it's too slow, I try not to have it on there. Well, it would help if I could color in a straight line today. That I went over, but oh well. And then with Streamlabs 2, I have much more control over the volume of the music, volume of my voice, that kind of thing. There we go. All right, so there's our little pink flower. Okay, orange flowers. Thanks, Pat. All right, so now that we've got our colors down, sometimes I like to listen to Audible during the holidays. Oh, there you go, there you go. Oh, sorry, I should not be popping my fingers on stream. I apologize, that probably did not sound pleasant. Let's see, sounds good, Kenny. Let's see. Oh, and another nice thing about Streamlabs 2 is that I can keep an eye on chat. So like I've got my monitor up here and then I've got chat that's just scrolling right here and it's literally right in front of my face. So all I need to do is just glance up and there it is. Let's see. Is there anything? No, I don't think so. Here, let me see if I can turn it up here. There we go. See, so I've got you all right up there and then I can just, there's me. I can just glance up and, you know, take a look at chat that way. And it makes it so I don't miss anything. All I have to do is glance up, and plus when I'm coloring, I can see out of the corner of my eye, like when chat scrolls up. So I just glance up and it's like, oh, there you guys are. Okay, let's see. So we've got pink, orange, kind of a pinky purple, a warm pink, a yellow, a blue. I think we are due for another blue flower, which I think should go right up here. Yeah, I think blue to be sure. Yeah, and the webcam that I have for the secondary cam, it's not anything super fancy. I mean, I think it was less than 20 bucks. Maybe it was around 20? Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna, let's see. Sue says, sorry so quiet, picking out something for the Victorian stream, but keep an eye on it. Sounds good, Sue. And then I'm gonna be completely honest with you, and I'm gonna show you something. Maybe it's a little ghetto, maybe it's not. So I wanted to set up the webcam, and the way the webcam works is it's got these one of folded things, so it's supposed to go like on top of your screen. Now, I don't use my Tombow brush pens very often, but they really worked for this particular thing. So this is like the one jury-rigged thing that I have. Okay, so first of all, I have this little tripod here. It just, you know, pretty simple. Just opens up. It's got, you know, the three little legs. And then, what I have for the webcam, because like I said, it's usually something that it hooks onto the screen. I actually just took some tape and I hooked it to one of my markers because the marker right here was the perfect length for popping right in there. And so it literally just sits there and I can just take it out and I've got this taped here. So this is like my one ghetto thing that I've got going on. My little jury-rigged camera here. There's the behind-the-scenes magic, all right? Well, I was just like, okay, what do I have already here at home that could work for this? But no joke, it's just this little camera attached to a marker that's tucked in my little tripod, and it works. So, you know, like the rest of my camera setup is all, you know, nice and professional, nice big tripod, you know, everything like that. But I was just like, I wanted to be able to set it up wherever I wanted it, and before I was so limited to like hooking it on the monitor, I was like, no, I want this here. So, you know, what can I do to make this work? So a little bit of masking tape, taped to a marker, slapped in a tripod, got it good, right? I don't even remember where I got that tripod. I think it was like, you know, it came with something, you know, as a, like, oh, here, use this tripod if you want to. And it's just like, oh, all right, so toss it in a drawer. So when I got to the webcam, I was just like, what can I do here? Oh, hey, look, an extra tripod. Okay, well, it's got a hole in it. I can't screw it to that. Hey, let's pop a marker in it. So it's super fancy. But hey, it gives me the mobility I want to move it wherever I want. Well, when I film my rig camera up too, I have a tripod, but it has that foldy thing on it. So I hang it upside down on the tripod and stick it with duct tape. Yeah, see, there you go. Exactly. We're super fancy here. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and we've got this kind of lighter blue. So let's do this here. Let's take a look at our chart here, see which is the lighter blue here. Okay. Let's do number 33, number 63, and number 30, I think. All right, so 33, 63, and 30. Those are going to be our colors. Okay, and we'll look at the equivalents here in just a second. Okay, let's see. All right, oop, drop the pencil. All right, so number 33 is this one down here. All right, Prismacolor is 902 and Arteza is 32. And then number 63, Prismacolor is 1022, Arteza is number 7. And then number 30, yes, 30, Prismacolor is 904 and Arteza is number 68. Okay. I debated briefly about using the secondary cam as a face cam, but like I said, I think it's just so much more easy when I don't need to worry about, you know, the way that I look either, or maybe, you know, whether or not my concentration face is showing on camera or whatever. And, you know, I suppose it allows for a little, you know, anonymity, I guess, but maybe one of these days when I get my little corner here nice and organized, I'll show you, because I've got loads of like drawings and stuff up on the walls and everything like that. Yeah, we have to keep duct tape. Duct tape is wonderful. Whoever invented duct tape must be like a gazillionaire. All right, so we're going to use number 33 first. I've got a little tray like up here on top of my pencils that have like all my nail polishes and stuff. I just consider the nail polish stream stuff since, you know, that's why I paint my nails. I mean, this is just a little sparkly, but... Okay, so number 33 is first. Duct tape saved me many times. There you go, Emily. I got over that quickly. Everyone that loves you will love you for who you are and not what you look like. But I totally understand. Oh yeah, definitely. Well, and I think just, I don't know. I just don't want to add that kind of aspect of, you know, I guess concern to it or something. I don't know. I find that I can relax so much more when I'm not worried about my face or what I'm looking like or whatever, you know? Besides, people are here to see the color, and it seems like they like kind of the secondary view here, because they can also, while I'm zoomed in, they can still kind of see, you know, what's going on in the zoomed out version, you know? And I like it too, because if like I stop, you know, like my hands aren't necessarily in the main screen right now, but you can see them in the little screen, so it gives you an idea of, you know, what I'm doing, that I'm still here, I'm just distracted because I'm telling a story or something. Good morning, Kelly, welcome. Secret life of YouTubers, right, Audrey? Right? Oh, sorry, I was having technical problems. I couldn't even tell you. It's kind of scary. Oh, and there it goes again. Oh, I'm sorry, Kenny. If I showed my face, I'd break you. Oh, Victoria. Nonsense. Nonsense. I think, though, as females, I think we are, I mean, it's just, you know, it's just society in general. I think we are judged a bit more harshly, you know, on our looks versus, you know, men that stream. And of course, you know, they want to look nice or whatever, but, you know, if a girl shows up on stream or whatever, you know, and, you know, if they're not, especially if she's, I guess, even, I don't know. It's just, it's so much more complicated, I think, especially for women when we start, you know, showing our faces everywhere and, you know, just I don't want to add that stress, you know? Because what if I like sneeze on stream and then somebody pauses at the right moment and then I'm just like got this really weird face. Right, Tweetly? Yeah, it's nice because I could get even closer here. I lower it a little bit more. We can get to the point where we're literally like 6 inches from. It doesn't allow for a lot of mistakes either. There we go. There we go. Super close. Oh, nonsense, Victoria. You're fine. But I think just, yeah, exactly, Sue. Yeah, just in general. Now you have me wondering about that. Oh, no, Pat. Oh, no, Pat. But yeah, I have heard a lot of things, too, that they enjoy. Like you can see here, at some point, for some reason, there were indents on my paper, and it must have been like where the paper got scratched or something. It doesn't leave a lot of room for, you know, covering up mistakes, but, you know, it's, it is nice because you can kind of see it so up close. And I've had a lot of people tell me that are maybe have a hard time seeing things, or, you know, their prescription's not great or something, that it makes it a lot easier to see when they're that close. But that's another reason why I also started doing my nails. My cuticles aren't great, but I was just like, dang, man, if we're gonna be that close to my hands, I at least need a little bit of nail polish on, right? Let's see, Tweety says, my hair needs combing and I have no makeup on. Yeah, I don't think I have any makeup on right now. My hair's in a braid, but this is just, you know, morning mom drop-off style, right? Can y'all even see my chat? Yeah, I can see you, Kenny. I'm still in gown with my bed. Yeah, see, there you go, Sue. Yeah, Kenny, I can see what you're saying. Although I am in top chat. Let me switch to live chat, make sure I'm not missing anyone. Don't think I am, but... Seriously, though, I have lost close to 30 pounds over the past few months. Oh, that's awesome, Victoria! Congratulations! That's amazing! I did that, so I still had a lot of baby weight left over after I had my son, and I had it for a while. Then we had a year where I got the flu, like 3 times. No joke. And that was right before I went to Scotland to visit Johanna. But the year, so like I had got the stomach flu right before I did that. Thankfully, I was well enough and I was able to do it. But I'm telling you, get the flu 3 times and then trek around a bunch of castles. Yeah, you're bound to drop a couple pounds. And that's what it was, is that I finally dropped the last 30 pounds that I was holding on to from baby weight. And thankfully, I've been able to like maintain it. But yeah, I dropped 30 pounds over the course of a year. But like I said, have the flu 3 times and then walk around. Low carb works for you? Oh, awesome. That's great. Big part of mine was portion size and sugar. Sugar is my downfall. I love to bake. So especially like my husband really likes these pinwheel cookies if I make them, and I will eat like the entire batch. I swear. They're so addictive. Seriously though, that is absolutely awesome, Victoria. It's congratulations. Well, I wouldn't necessarily recommend the flu and traipse around castles diet. The traipse around castles was fun, but I gotta tell you, the flu was not that fun. We just had a year where my kids and we were constantly sick. Of course, my husband like only got sick once, but we were just constantly sick. But thankfully, I think it just means we built up our immunity a little bit better. All right, I'm using number 63 now. My downfall is snacking. Oh yeah, right there with you. I started keeping, like a lot of time my go-to snack if I need, you know, some sort of like protein kind of pick-me-up during the day if I'm feeling, you know, a little sluggish, is I will have, I keep Triscuits. Like you could get like a, you know, like low sodium Triscuits if the salt is too much, but I like Triscuits and like pre-sliced slices of Gouda cheese. I really enjoy that. Because I also tend to get low blood sugar, so I need something that had... Right, Rochelle? I know. My family always wants cookies, and I'm just like, I would love to have cookies. I've cheated a couple times this week, and I've had, you know, a couple blizzards. And it's not just like, oh, I need to not eat any sugar because of a diet kind of thing. A big part of it for me is that sugar gives me headaches. And so that's one of the reasons I stopped eating it. So between the headaches and the flu, it all just sort of kind of went together. And I don't drink soda anymore. It took me a little while because I didn't want to just only drink, you know, like water or milk or coffee or whatever all the time. But I really like the Perrier strawberry carbonated water. A lot of the carbonated water has like artificial sweeteners in it. Like I found this one brand, I forget what it was, and I was thinking, oh, it's great, there's nothing in there. It turns out they've got like, it's got like sucralose and everything in it, which is kind of like fake sugar, and that still, you know, affects me. So I was just like, okay, well, I don't want to have headaches just because, you know, I want to eat other stuff. So I really like the strawberry flavor Perrier, and it's a little bit more expensive as far as, you know, fizzy beverages go, But it's like we have a couple items that we splurge on, and considering literally all I drink is the Perrier water, you know, water like that's my only, you know, kind of splurge for me. It's like one of the few things we factor into our grocery budget, just because like it keeps me from drinking any kind of soda. Like I went out with my son the other day for lunch, and it was there, so I was just like, you know what, I'll treat myself. I'll go ahead and, you know, I'll get a root beer or something. It didn't have caffeine in it, but I took like 2 sips of it, and it was like sickly sweet. I was just like, nope, nope, nope. I can't drink that. It was too sweet. I just couldn't do it. Let's see. Let's see. I lost 10 kilograms because of Crohn. Oh man, yeah, Crohn's disease is rough. So you had to stop baking. Yeah, thank you, Audrey. No makeup for me. I am what I am. No filters. Just me. The only me I know how to be. I like that, Pat. I like that. My oldest daughter has Crohn's. Yeah, that's rough. Pat, you're pretty. I saw your one haul video and I was like, wow, there you go. One of my pies was orange cookie crust, dark chocolate mousse, filled with a thin layer of whipped cream sprinkled with silver shot. Oh my goodness. Ever since I got pregnant, I completely stopped drinking sodas. Are you pregnant now, Tweetly? Congratulations. Kenny. I'm like, Kenny's acting weird and she's watching but can't chat. Yeah, I don't know if she can hear us. Kenny, we can see yours. Kimmy, can you message her and let her know we can see her messages? I'm wondering if this is... You remember when Donna had this issue? Let's see. But can't chat. Can she see our chat? We'll type in here, just in case. See, my doctor put me on this new injection called Saxenda, and it helps suppress appetite and lower blood sugars. Oh, there you go. So, okay, I think it's fixed. Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, we can see you, Kenny. We're good. Follows fails, I guess you can refresh the screen. Yeah, but we're good. Oh, it was a long time ago. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I found that my whole, like, chemistry changed when I had kids. Like, everything was just completely different. But the cutting back on sugar because the headaches thing ended up being a bit of a blessing just because, you know, number one, it helped cut back on the headaches. And number two, it just, you know, it was just better for me all around because I was probably drinking a lot of soda. And soda can be a big culprit in, you know, holding back on weight loss stuff you want to do, you know? Okay, let's see. Now I'm using number 30. So I think a big part of it is just finding what you need to do. Because I don't always have time to, you know, go exercise or anything. So for me, you know, starting with my diet was, you know, just not even diet as in, you know, I'm going to cut back on, or not, you know, just like, oh, I'm going to count calories kind of thing. Diet was just my literal diet, you know, figuring out what I was eating that was, and late night snacking, late night eating was a big issue for me. Sometimes I'll just have like a bowl of cereal if I really need something, but that's about, you know, the end of it. There we go. Oh, let's keep this in frame here. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. Just a little bit here. I'll leave just a little bit of white there in the middle. Okay. Just a little bit. All right, there you go. There's that blue. Now I want to get, we're going to use, me too, Emily. I would eat chips and watch TV and just mindlessly eat them, not even being hungry. Oh, I know, right? Busy morning here, popping in again. Sounds good, Philip. Bad word, diet, right, Rochelle? Right? Yeah, there's times at night where it's just like, okay, is it just that I'm bored or am I actually hungry kind of thing, you know? All right, so we're going to use number 61 now, which is what we used on that other flower we were doing. Okay. We're going to use this kind of pinkish color there to add a little bit of depth to our flower. Rochelle, this one is only about 6 months old. It shouldn't be acting up. I should not have done the update. Oh, yeah. Those Windows 10 updates, man. They can be rough. Or wait, if it's your iPad, it could be that then, yeah. I always postpone my updates till I absolutely have to, you know? Right, I know. I saw this video that said it was like the life cycle of of dieting. And basically it starts out with, you know, like, oh, just a salad kind of thing. And then it moves on basically until all the way until the end of when it's just, yep, I've completely given up all carbs all the time. Cookies, cake, desserts. Yeah, but desserts are definitely my downfall. You know, as much as I try to cut back on sugar, like if I get a, you know, a bug in my bonnet to, or bee in my bonnet to, you know, make some cookies. So what usually happens is that I'll make them and I'll, you know, eat whatever for, you know, like a day or so, and then I'll regret it because I'm not feeling very good now because I ate the sugar, and then I'm like, why did I do that? And then I pawn off the rest of all the cookies and stuff to either my husband's work office or my neighbors. Pretty much any neighbor I have, they've gained at least 10 pounds since they moved in next door. And that's all my fault. I know, right, Philip? That's exactly what it is. Don't diet, eat as well as you can, do a little walking, or just be you and be happy. Exactly, Kenny, exactly. Okay, there we go. A little bit of that pink added a little something. It's not super strong, but it's, you know, it's subtle. It adds a little bit to it. I don't know, maybe I should make it a little bit darker. Let's keep it zoomed out here. We'll see if it needs worker. Yeah, a little bit darker works a bit better. We can press a little bit darker on that one. There we go. Turn it like so. My Windows tablet's being a pain. It says it can't install updates because there's not enough space, but I don't know how to fix that. It can have a lot to do with how many apps you have downloaded, if you have pictures or video on it. So what you can do, Victoria, is you can go into your settings. I don't have a Windows tablet, but this is kind of the universal thing, is you can go into your settings. Somewhere in your settings, there should be storage. And then when you click on storage, it should break it down as to what is taking up space. You can take up space on... what's taking up space on it. So it'll be like, okay, this much of your storage is pictures. This much of your storage is apps. This much of your storage is games or whatever. And then you can go in there and be like, okay, so, you know, what's taking, oh yeah, clear your cache. That's always good. Also, check like your, well, if it's a Windows tablet, does that mean it's like a computer? Because if you've got a recycle bin on there, that can take up space too. Sometimes, I'll realize I'll have thrown away a lot of stuff, but the recycle bin's got, you know, like 5 gigabytes worth of stuff in it. It's like, oh, okay, that's what's taking up all that space. Yeah, disk cleanup, that would be good. As long as you're healthy, your weight is just a number. Exactly, Audrey, there you go. Gotta get that butt moving, there you go. Yeah, so you should be able to go into storage and see... What is it? Well, I guess it is Windows tablet. No, not really, just apps. Okay. Windows tablet, is that like a computer, or is it more like an iPad or a Kindle? It's like a computer? Okay, so yeah, it just has a lot to do with what's taking up space. So you could like open up your C drive and see, you know, how full it is kind of thing. But yeah, empty your recycle bin. Make sure you don't have a ton of pictures or videos on there. You know, see what programs you have. You can always go into your control panel and open up your, like where you would go to uninstall a program. And then go to your programs list and see what your biggest program is that you have on your computer, see if you need it kind of thing. It has a lot to do with like your memory card. So mostly it's just going to have to do with what you have on your computer and what's taking up the most space. So you just have to do a little digging, a little poking around and see what's taking it up. Okay, there we go. See, sometimes I need to zoom out just to get a better idea of how that's working. So we've added that little bit of pink there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Super down. All right, let's lift this. Well, actually, we can see the whole thing. All right, so we've had our orange flowers, our pink, our blue. Let's see. Now we got this last almost like mum-looking flower. What should we do with it? Because we're going to be doing a lot of green. Oh, excuse me, I'm stretching. we're going to be doing a lot of green for leaves. So I don't know that necessarily a green flower is necessary. What we do have is this kind of blue-green color. Could do that, but it's going to be so little it may not translate as well. Here's what I think we should do. I think we should do that blue-green one with puce. No puce, Philip. No puce. You know, let's look up exactly what I love saw colors like this. Awesome. How about the yellowish one? That could balance it. We could do another yellow one because we're going to do a lot of green. Let's look up what the color puce looks like, all right? Let's see. Oh, I want to see, because I have it in my head, but I want to see exactly what color puce is. All right, puce. Puce color. Oh, well, now, wait a minute. I thought puce was like more of an orangish color. It would balance the bigger yellow one, yeah. Oh, nonsense. All right, Philip, were you aware that puce was, I didn't know that, but puce is like almost a pinkish color. There's gloves. Yeah, puce is kind of like a pink color. I thought it was more like a yellowy brown color. Yeah, it's coming up as like a, not a mauve, and not like a peach. It's not translating, you know, great on screen, but yeah, if you Google, it's, yeah, deep puce color. Yeah, it's kind of like a pinky color. Right? Puce gets a bad rap. No, that's fair. That's fair. All right. Well, we got two pinks, so we can't do pink next to it. It's just an awful name, right? It sounds like puke. It sounds like puke. Okay, so here's what I think we should do. Because see, we've already got these orange ones, Pat, that kind of balance the yellow just a little bit. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the teal, and then we'll highlight it with the yellow. So it's going to be kind of both. A little bit similar to this one, but I think we'll do more yellow than blue on this one. So we're going to do kind of like a teal and yellow on here. That's just an awful name. Exactly, exactly. It's like a dark red or purple brown color. Yeah, there you go. Exactly, right, Kenny? It sounds like puke. All right, I need to move this little camera here because it's in the way. There we go. There we go. My other favorite is Smaragdine. Smaragdine. Now I gotta look that one up. My cute Smaragdine. Okay, now I gotta see what Smaragdine looks like. All right, let's go to Google. All right. How does that spell? S-M-A-R-A-G-D. Oh, there's a jet going overhead. Anybody else hear that? Hi, Abby. Welcome, welcome. I was like, what is that sound? That's not the air conditioning. That's so loud. Could anybody else hear that jet? I don't know if my noise gates closed it out. Smaragdine. Smaragdine color. Yeah? Okay, yeah, that's it. Smaragdine. Sounds like a Smurfs villain, but it means emerald green. It was the 2013 Pantone color of the year. Yeah, look at that. Smaragdine. It's like an emerald. Well, that's pretty. Smaragdine. That should be our word of the day. Smaragdine. Thanks, Tweetly. That's funny. Yeah, I've actually got a separate microphone too. That's one of the other things. Pat is, I mean, your sound sounds good, but if you're curious about my setup, so I have a boom arm that's attached to the desk, and then I've just got a little like a microphone that's attached to it that's right next to it. Some of these colors do not exist in the natural rainbow, only in yarn. There you go, Philip. There you go. Well, sometimes we get a helicopter too because we live near a hospital, and so the kids always get excited. They go to the window and they're like, helicopter! Sparag means emerald in Czech. Oh, there you go. There you go. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to use number 30. Hey, you know, at the rate we're going, I think we're doing much better than we were last time. Last time we barely finished this pig flower, but let's see. We're closing in. We got about 22 minutes left in stream, and we've got all those, almost all those little flowers down. There's these little teeny tiny ones here, but we'll do those kind of along with the background and stuff. All right, so we are using number 35, which is yeah. Prismacolor equivalent is 992. Let's see, and did I say hi to Abby? If I didn't, hello Abby! 992, and Arteza is number 44. Okay, and then we have number 10, which is yeah. Prismacolor equivalent is 915, and Arteza equivalent is number 28. And for those of you that are new to the channel, this is a little, excuse me, comparison chart that I made. And you can find this in our files in our Facebook group. So if you type !Facebook, you can find all of that on our Facebook group. And the cool thing is too, if I want to emphasize something, I can also get close to the mic and be like, Facebook group. Okie dokie doke. So we've got number 35. So what we're going to do is right around kind of the edge here. Going to do a nice little line, and then we're going to do just slightly on the edge. Because when we're going to add for the rest of that, it's going to be a yellow. Okay. There we go. Right, Pat? Yeah. And then as far as lighting is concerned too, I've got my regular desk lamp that kind of can cause some glaring issues on the paper sometimes. Hi, Darla. Welcome. Let's see. Did I miss you up there? Well, I apologize, but hello, Darla. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you were all the way up there and I totally missed it. Yes, I did. Hello. There we go. Oh, Darla, you were all the way up there. I'm so sorry. Well, welcome, Darla. Yay, Darla. I'm sorry I missed you up there. And if I missed anybody else, I apologize. See, that coffee's kicked in now. Right, Kenny? Coffee most definitely always helps, right? Funny thing is I didn't start drinking coffee until I had my second kid. My first kid, I didn't really so much, but yeah, then I had my second kid and I was like, nope, I'm too tired. A little bit, Pat, yeah. Yeah, I've been up since, well, my alarm technically went off at like 5:30. I did not get up at 5:30. I had my alarm set for 5:30 and 6 a.m. And I know I heard them at some point. And then my husband comes in at 6:10 and he's like, oh, it's 6:10. I was like, well, I'm not showering this morning. Totally out of time. Oh, yeah, then you definitely don't want to have coffee on a queasy stomach, Rochelle. Definitely not. Maybe some toast with, like, just a little bit of butter. I used to work at a retirement home as a med aide, and whenever we had a resident that, you know, wasn't feeling good, or, you know, was queasy, or had a cold, or, you know, had an upset stomach due to some sort of medication, we just put them on what's called the BRAT diet. B-R-A-T. It was bananas, rice, applesauce, and toast. The general kind of light meal that was still filling, but not so heavy that it was going to upset your stomach. Yeah, me too, Kenny. Like, especially like if I take my shower at night and then we've got like fresh sheets on the bed too, like climbing into bed and you're all, you know, clean from the day and the sheets are clean, especially if it's like a higher count thread count sheet. I sleep so good those nights. Yeah, for sure, Tweetly. Yeah, exactly, Kenny. And we're still using number 35, by the way. We're just getting all these tips done. Might be my medication. They keep giving me different generics. Oh, that's rough, Rochelle. Yeah, because your body can't adjust to them when you're trying a bunch of different ones. Oh yeah, that could be a good thing too, not eating on an empty stomach. Oh, thanks, Annette. Yeah, we're going to do some teal around the tip, and then we're going to add yellow on the inside here. Kind of make it pop. Oh, I think I'm hearing another jet. I don't know if it'll go right overhead again. Here it comes. And it's gone. That one wasn't nearly as overhead as the other one was. There we go. All right, there's all that teal. Thanks, Tweetly. All right, so now we're going to use number 10. And we're just going to add in this yellow. We're just using the two colors here. I mean, it's a pretty small flower too, so there's not a whole lot you can do as far as multiple color changes. We are, however, going to pick a third color, and we'll go ahead and add it a little bit to the side. So you can tell that the kitty's feeling better because she is just sleeping this whole time. She's not all, you know, up in my face at the computer or anything. Those are usually the days you can tell she's not feeling good. She was just so unsettled that day. The fact that she was up in my lap just sitting there like that, it's very unlike her. Most of the time she's just happy to sleep and hang out on the bed. There we go. Yeah, they're pretty close. We've got a decent sized college that's next to us, and they've got a little military portion of it. Anyway, we tend to get jets every now and then that pop over. All right, let's zoom on out. There we go. We got some of that blue and stuff there. All right, so I want to make this pop a little bit more. Like the colors are not popping as much as I like, and it's a little muddied. I don't know that I want to throw in a brown quite yet. So what I would like to do is I'm going to grab this blue here. And we're going to use, so it's number 3. Hi, Jo Beth. Welcome. All right, number 3. So Prismacolor equivalent is 133, and Arteza is number 70. And folks, Jo Beth, oh, thanks, Kimmy. Jo Beth is going to be another one of our streamers that is going to be joining the Victorian Color-athon. Jo Beth, is that still accurate? I've got you on, I was looking at the schedule. I've got you on Friday, the 20th, and then, let's see, and then Saturday on the 21st. You know, Jo Beth, I was curious because yours was one of the few ones that wasn't highlighted. Jo Beth, what is your time zone? Are you Eastern, Central? Are you in the UK? What is your time zone that you're in? Because I want to mark that on here so I can highlight it and give the accurate information for everyone. She also just started streaming. Oh, awesome, Pat. Perfect. Oh, goodness me, guys. I'll be streaming. I'm in the Pacific time zone. Okay, perfect. I'm going to circle that right here. All right, so she is Pacific here. That's Jo Beth. Oh, way over here. Okay, so that'll be Pacific time, 8 p.m. and 7 p.m. All right, I'm going to highlight that and fix that. But all right, so that's Jo Beth. Because I was, you know, marking them all for their time zones, and I was like, huh, I don't know Jo Beth's. Yeah, no worries. All right, so let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and use number 3, like I said, and we're gonna add a little bit on the side here. Go. Yeah, you know what, Kimmy, I will. I'm gonna put the link though. I'm not gonna put my Excel spreadsheet only because the link is what's going to be actively updated as it changes. Otherwise, I'd probably have to re-upload a new Excel sheet. I think what I'll do is that maybe the day before the stream starts, I might add my Excel spreadsheet to it in case anybody wants to print it out, because I have it formatted. Like, I did it for myself mostly. I just copy and pasted what they had made on there. But I formatted it so that you can print it all out on one page. So I may make that available right before the stream. But because we've still got like a week and a half, there may be a number of changes that are made. Like, I already, you know, marked that Cora Beth is streaming instead of May Brock. So yeah, I'll just put the I'll put the link for it, and then I may upload my Excel one before the day before the stream actually starts. But yeah, I'll put the links so that everybody can stay actively updated with who's doing what. I was just so excited to be able, you know, because I've been a little late to the game and signing up for a lot of these color-a-thons. And so I didn't always, you know, get my, I wasn't able to do my first choice for a slot. So I did it earlier enough this time that I was able to actually get 2 slots. So we should be able to get a fair amount of stuff done in both those days. So I think that'll be exciting. Aw, thanks, Sue. Yeah, I was too for a little while, Shannon. Oh, awesome, Sue. Good. And she says, I'll be coloring PDF from Zan Von Zed's Etsy store. Check out my last live stream. It's there so people have time to get one if they... Oh, awesome. Yeah, and then I'm going to be doing... Where is my book? My book. Let's see. Is that it there? Okay, one second. I'm gonna grab the book real quick. Let's see. Here it is. Here it is, here it is, here it is. And I hit the desk. Ow. I'm doing spirit animals, and we're gonna be coloring this one here. I think it's not as it's not as complicated, so I think we may be able to do it in one full stream. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing for mine. There we go. Go. Thanks, Abby. Let's get that centered there. There we go. All right, so there is that darker one. The little darker blue. And now what we can do... Sounds good, Kimmy. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for all your hard work. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab... Let's see, do I want that one? No, I want this one. All right, we are gonna grab the number 73. Okay, Prismacolor Coven is 1033, and Arteza is number 27. Okay, gonna zoom on in. Okay, make sure we're nice and in focus. There we go. I'm gonna add a little bit of that just at the bottom. There we go. Nice thing is too about those streamathons too, when you have lists like that, it gives you a great list of, you know, different streamers to follow. Then you can kind of see what time zones they're in, you know, which time zones, you know, work best for you, that kind of thing. Okay, did I miss any? I think I got them all. All right, let's go ahead and zoom on out. And there we go. That added a little bit at the base there. Okay. All right, so let's turn it right side up. Let's lift the camera just a tad here so we can see the entirety of it here. Okay, let's get it back in focus. Here we go. All right, check that out. We got most of the main flowers all colored. So that's where we're gonna stop for today. And I know I never finished this leaf, but so when we come back We're going to be picking this up again on Monday, okay? Because this Friday we have a stream in the evening, but we're not going to be working on this. We're going to do something a little bit different. So get your pens and pencils ready for Friday, because we are going to do we're going to do one of these tutorials here in this little excerpt that I have from Johanna's new book, which is coming out in October. And so, and there's a good chance we may have some other little new things, exciting things to do before the book comes out as well. So stay tuned for that. Not going to say too much, but that will be exciting. So anyway, the point is Friday night at 8:30 p.m. we're going to be drawing from here. So if you are awake and if you can make it, bring your pens and pencils, bring some paper. We are going to do some little drawing tutorials from here on Friday night. But Monday morning, bright and early, barring any unforeseen circumstances, we will pick this back up at 9 a.m. Monday morning, okay? We should, I don't want to say that we shall be able to get it done, but I would say at the latest, Wednesday should be our last day for this page that we should be able to get it done, okay? All right, so in the meantime, thank you so much for everyone hanging out. Don't forget to mark your calendars for the Victorian Color-athon, okay? There are loads of amazing streamers. I'm going to put the link to this Excel, well, not this Excel, but I'm going to put a link to the schedule in the Facebook group, okay? So everybody can keep up on who's streaming when and where and what they're doing, okay? And I think that is everything. Yeah, that's everything. Okay, so Friday 8:30 p.m. I will see you all there. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you on Friday. All right, you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you later. Bye.